Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice short and sweet practice. We're going to stretch out our legs, so you're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in butterfly. So you can find a comfy seat and then bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out nice and wide. Taking a nice long, big inhale to lengthen through the spine, maybe even close your eyes. You can stay sitting tall, or as you exhale, you might tip forwards. Maybe wiggle the toes a couple times, start to feel the love through the hips. Take a big breath in and out. Just allowing yourself to slow down here. Just starting to notice how the legs are feeling today. Softening through the jaw, you might bring some space between your teeth, maybe even the lips. And if you are tipping forwards, start to use an inhale to lift your upper body back up. So you can keep your left leg where it is, but we're going to send the right leg out long and out wide, and you might adjust where that left leg is so you feel centered. Feel free to point your toes up towards the ceiling of that right foot. Take an inhale to lengthen through the spine again. Maybe you are going to stay sitting tall as you start to feel that stretch through the inner leg. Maybe you want to add a tip forwards. And again, just allow yourself to feel the breath, feel the stretch. Nice job, you guys. If you are tipping forwards, let's use an inhale. Lift all the way back up. Bring your right leg in and send your left leg out. Just a nice half straddle, pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Take another inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, feel free to tip forwards. Maybe notice, does one side feel a little tighter than the other side? Maybe they're the same. Maybe it feels good to move the upper body a little bit side to side, or just be still. And if you are tipping forwards, using an inhale to slowly start to lift your way back up. And you can bring your feet to the floor, bend the knees, just give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. We're going to start to set up a little 90-90 here. So you can bring your right leg forwards and your left leg out to the side and behind you. So just kind of tip over to that right side, set up somewhat of a 90-degree angle with your front leg and somewhat of a 90-degree angle with your back leg. Pivot, adjust so that you feel balanced, and then we're just going to take a little bit of a twist. But I want you to think about the left hip. We want to send that left hip forwards, and maybe the left hand can find the right knee, push into those right fingertips, a little twist as we send that left hip forwards. So you're probably going to lift that left glute off of the floor. If it is down, sending that hip forwards. Turning the chest a little bit. Nice job, you guys. And you're just going to use an inhale to bring the chest back to face the front. Adjust your hands. Start to tip forwards a little bit. Bring your hands out wide so that you find your center. Your shoulders are kind of in line with one another. You might start to experiment here, tipping forwards a little bit. Maybe your tummy can find your front leg, your front knee. Maybe your nose is touching the floor. Maybe it doesn't feel good to tip forwards, and you're going to keep that chest lifted. The spine long. Nice work, you guys. If you are tipping forwards, use an inhale, lift your upper body all the way back up. You might want to stay here with your legs, or you might adjust this front leg, bring the heel in a little bit, and start to set up for pigeon. Bringing the left leg behind you, adjusting that front leg even more so that you find your center. Take an inhale, lifting up through the chest. Maybe you want to stay lifted. Maybe you want to fold forwards. Bringing your tummy back down towards your leg. Maybe your nose all the way to the mat. Maybe somewhere in between. Awesome job, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Lift up if you are folding forwards and just kind of roll to the right side. So you can bring your left leg forwards. Plant the feet, give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then we're going to set up our 90-90 with the left leg forwards. So as best you can, find those nice 90-degree angles. And then let's lift up through the chest, take a little bit of a twist here, sending that right hip forwards. Just a little bit. See how that feels as you just lift and send that right hip forwards a little. And maybe the chest wants to turn a little more. Maybe you can feel that nice twist through the tummy and the obliques in the back. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale, bringing the chest back to face the front, tipping forwards just a bit. Bring the fingertips down. Maybe rock a little side to side. Find that left glute, this front leg. The whole thing might feel some love. Maybe tipping forwards a little more and a little more. Maybe surprise yourself with how far you actually end up going. Nice job, you guys. Take an inhale, lift on up if you are folding forwards, and we can start to adjust the legs, or maybe you want to keep them as they are, but maybe you're going to set up for a full pigeon. Bring that left heel towards your right hip, that right leg straight up behind you as best you can. Take an inhale, lift up through the chest. With the exhale, you might fold forwards. How does that left glute feel? Soften the shoulders, not here long. Just breathe. Awesome, you guys. If you are folding, use an inhale. Slowly start to lift. Pivot to that left side. Bring the right leg forwards, bending the knees, planting the feet. A little hug, a little rock side to side maybe. Awesome, you guys. We're going to make our way into a full wide leg straddle. So you can spread both of your legs out nice and wide. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe a little rock side to side through the upper body. Feels good on the inner legs. But let's take an inhale, lengthen the spine, maybe planting the fingertips behind you or in front of you. If you'd like to add a forward fold, take it. If you want to stay tall, stay tall. Just find the breath again. That nice inner leg stretch. You decided to take a forward fold. Let's use an inhale to slowly lift all the way back up. Bring your hands to the outside of your legs and help them come all the way together. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. We're just going to come onto our knees. Tuck the toes under, ending off today with a lovely toe squat. So tuck all those toes under. Maybe push into the fingertips a little bit, sending the hips back towards the heels. You can stay here with your hands on your mat, or maybe you're able to sit on the heels. Find a long spine, a nice awesome toe stretch, toe squat. Maybe a smile comes up into the lips. Awesome work, you guys. Take one more breath before you come out of your toe squat. And then slowly let it go. Bring your hands back down. Give those toes a shake, a little love tap. And that is it. That is all, you guys. Find a comfy seat, bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Take an inhale, sit tall. Exhale, let it go. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.